Alright, let's just jump right into it. So, first deck we are playing today, Targon Dragon. So the most recent patch saw a number of buffs to the Dragon archetype, particularly in the Targon region. So we saw Herald of Dragons get a second point of toughness, very important in the in a meta where Pokesticks and Make It Rains are running rampant. Ruined Dragon Guard got a third point of attack, which is quite good, honestly. Like 3 mana, 3/4 means it's usually it's able to eat other creatures that your opponent's playing at that mana cost and survive. Plus, it of course just generates us some value if it sticks around with our dragons, our Fury units. What else is very relevant? Dragon's Clutch. So, it got the text that in addition to giving your dragons +1/+1, it also gives them Overwhelm. So this means that when we do get a really big, scary board of dragons, now we have a win condition. We have a way to push damage through our opponent's board, and that can be very good, especially because the dragons can get quite large. Off of triggers from Ruined Dragon Guard, and of course we're playing some Aurelian Soul at the top end, who's just a big dragon by default. Soul actually got a buff, or rather a D-nerf. He now levels up at 20 plus total power instead of 25, so he's back to his original level up condition. Rest of the deck is what you'd expect. We have some Dragon Guard Lieutenants, can let us interact with our opponents or apply pressure as need be. Egghead Researcher gives us more virtual copies of dragons in the deck. Also generates a little bit of card advantage. Dragon Chow to trigger our dragons, Fury, especially with the Ruined Dragon Guard, getting +2/+2 on those, plus drawing a card is nice. Got things like Sharp Sight, Single Combat. We have some Guiding Touch in here to help keep us alive against aggro a little bit more. Can also be used to keep our key threats healthy. Concerted Strike, of course. I got a couple of Radiant Guardians in here because in these, I just felt like this was just a solid inclusion to help, again, keep us alive against the aggressive decks in the format. Obviously, it requires a little bit of setup, so to speak, to get that crucial lifesteal keyword, but once you get it on the board, it can be very nice, especially with our striking cards like Single Combat and Concerted Strike, to just gain even more life while we're also controlling the board. But I only got 2 of them in there because they are kind of expensive, and it's hard for us to ensure that we're triggering her condition. We'll see. It could be that we're just so desperate for life gain that we want more copies of her. It could also be, since we're in Targon, that maybe unconditional, something like what's it called? Star Shaping could be better. That's actually one word, I think, for this. Yeah, this could just be better at 5 mana, heal 4. Obviously, it only heals 4 once, but it does make us a big chunky threat, but not as relevant against in the matchups where we really want the healing, to be fair. But the fact that this can strike multiple times could be good, could be relevant. But there's also times when it just gets, there's a lot of aggro decks. For example, like the like Lurk, that can have like their Pike removal spell online that prevents from gaining any life at all with that. Oh, I'm on A. So that could be a reason why we want Star Shaping instead. But we'll see how the Radiant Guardian feels and go from there. Can make adjustments from there. Player. don't think we want our 10 drop in the aggro matchup. Sharp Sight can be pretty good. They play a lot of elusive threats. So this hitting something big could be nice, and then a turn 3 Shyvana sounds lovely as well. The problem is they could go turn 1... I guess they could go turn 1 Fleet Feather Tracker. Turn 2 Keep My Herald, but I guess we just... well, I guess we'll see. Because we could,
Hang on, Fuzzball!
Hey!
Let's move!
Glad we kept the Sharp Sight now. Screeching Dragon's also nice.
Dragon blood, Demacian heart.
Let the blood boil, half-dragon.
End them.
Hold up! Off we go! Blow down!
2 for 1-ing our opponent. Feels pretty good. We're also gonna get to play down the Ruin Dragon.
Just know the hero's around here somewhere.
The end of this world draws near.
Alright, she gets thingy. That's fine. Taking a big chunk here. That's true, but
The
hopefully
prophecies ring true!
we'll be able to make up for it. We're gonna trade one of these anyway, so I think this is fine. They still get the rally. So obnoxious.
Run!
It doesn't matter if they don't have a 1-drop.
Never see me
but they
coming!
do.
Down from the trees!
And see, this is another matchup maybe where Radiant Guardian's just not good enough versus Star Shaping. Because it can be, they normally not gonna trade. Well, I guess we have. If we're blocking their stuff, then we're missing an opportunity to block with the Radiant Guardian anyway, and then it's like
Silent
rally, and then this and that. I'll play this as a blocker. We also then that way we can hold up both single combat and sharp sight.
With a little time, I'll have a breakthrough.
That would be very nice to play down. I don't think we're gonna get to though.
night falls.
So if I sharp sight this, they could save their thing with whatchamacallit. If I sharp sight this, they can't kill it with Twin Disciplines. So, and they can't save it with Twin Disciplines. I think this is
She was born from the mountain!
I think now we have to try to end this game before they find more elusive threats and more rallies, since we don't have a matter of fact, am I supposed to play this?
How soon Demacia forgets.
And hopefully we can survive their next several
Do not
attacks.
fear the shrouded path.
And then our Dragon's Clutch will let our guys
Today's the day I find that hero.
get through. Am I gonna single combat one of these fools? I don't want him making this elusive and then punching through. He needs to level up for it to have the stats, though. Is there a way? There is a burst speed elusive spell, right? Replacement single combat feels good. Place an enemy unit on top of the enemy deck. Okay. Sure. So am I single combating here? I could do it here. In that case. Because then this isn't dying.
Remember to roll!
I think I'm supposed to play this.
Your favorite star. I created it. He's magnificent. The beauty of creation. Victory today, freedom tomorrow.
Victory today, freedom tomorrow. I don't think I understand the backstory of Soul. How is he not free? He's so powerful. He must be free. Someone in the chat or in the comments can let me know. I suppose I could also Google it, but I'm not gonna do it. Alright, our big scary space dragon punched through for lethal in that last game. That went pretty well, all things considered. Okay. I think this is a bad matchup, actually. We don't have good early blockers. Therefore, our single combats aren't very good. Like, this is not getting blocked for several turns, right? I guess we can use our sharp sight.
With a little time, I'll have a
But
break.
that's like a 2-for-1, we're not really...
What is this?
At least this means that the other egghead researcher... oh, there's no reason not to attack there. I missed the point of damage. Okay. So even if they do lurk, unless it's a Rek'Sai, we can block this. I didn't find it.
Back later. Not the egg.
Am I gaining 4 points of life here, or do I think I can gain more with this later? I think I can gain more with this later. Never feels good. We didn't find a 4-drop dragon either. Also not great.
Lieutenant, have you brought a specimen from the field?
We let you
Guess
keep
we'll do
the egg.
this.
Be content with that.
Could also be right to pass if they do this. Because this is still blocking. So they lose a mana, like it's not a big deal, but it's fine. A Radiant Guardian would have been pretty good here because we're likely, blocking, losing something, and then we have a bunch of Concerted Strike to ensure that she can gain us life. I guess we're playing this, chumping here, maybe then trading.
You and I have met before, haven't we?
Though I suppose they're only attack. But that does mean that I could do this and then these could trade. Is that good?
What is this?
That's another good reason to hold this back, actually, until we find the Radiant Guardian. I think I'm just supposed to attack here first. I don't think the +1, an additional +1/+1 is relevant. I think we want to do this, so then this trades here. Okay. Is there any reason to Concerted Strike now in response? Would I rather kill the Pike? Probably rather kill the Pike.
Keep up, keep up!
Smoke, ash, and dragon fire.
They could have Bone Skewer though, eh? In fact, the way their deck is built, they probably guaranteed to do it with attack. Is that how that works? No, I'm trying to think of all the stuff they could have in their deck. Looks like they're just opening on attacks here, which means this other Concerted Strike.
Let's do this!
Full red wall.
Hoping this works. Maybe this is silly. A Rite of Negate. I'm glad I blocked here though. This can then kill this. It's because it's risky leaving this alive if they top deck a well, if they find a Rek'Sai that they can put on top of their deck. Yikes. did they just luck into that? Wow. Now we have to eat this. And then we're still in a really bad spot. What is their deck? They have a lot of weird cards in the alert deck. Well, GG. Either way. Yeah, we might have been in an interesting spot with the if we got to trade 2 for 1 there, if that dragon got to trade 2 for 1 there, we might have been in an okay spot. Oh goody, the rally combo deck. Maybe want a single combat to interact with it, but kind of need like early good dragon to go with it. We can find a Shyvana or a 4-drop dragon to go with these guys.
The more we learn, the less we fear.
Do. I'm supposed to pass here, I think, maybe? I don't know. Because, like, they want to spend their mana.
Speak, Star.
And if they do, I can interact with them.
I'm glad for your help. There's much to learn
Like if
in
it's
the
something
field.
like
You
this.
seem like you've got a lot to learn.
Prepare for battle!
Cracked!
Who does not know the name Laurent?
Who does not know the name Laurent?
How soon Demacia forgets.
Run them through!
They don't want me to be able to sharp sight, I guess.
Follow the tracks.
Each life a rare jewel.
I'm playing this out just so that I have something decent to use, like, Concerted Strike with.
Virtue guides me.
Actually, might be the case. Otherwise, he's gonna get to do a whole bunch of stuff. So let's see. They have Sharp Sight in hand. They can. The Challenger still dies, but I would lose my Radiant Guardian. I'm wondering if that's maybe it's bad because now we don't have something to pair with this Concerted Strike, but I don't know.
Unyielding.
Everything burns.
So I could try to concerted strike. So he only rallies once. I guess if he has another combat trick, it's bad, but then he's not combo rallying me this turn, so I don't care. It just buys us a little bit more time.
I'm something of an aspiring trichologist.
Strength and grace, beauty in the play.
Maybe I'm supposed to play that. I guess I still can.
Flavor, it's spice!
Single combat's nice. I don't know that it's enough. Okay, because he's just gonna rally a bunch this turn. No, he's not. Hello, Frosty Fleet. Welcome, welcome. Ooh, that's a pretty good draw.
Honor the mountain. To preserve beauty and protect all life. Never submit.
Can't fight on an empty stomach!
I guess we're just dead now, huh?
Come hither, you beasts of glory!
Come hither.
Smell that? A fight's a cooking!
So am I on the hope they don't have a way to rally plan? That's all I can do, right?
All better than one.
Sure. If you wanna learn how to play by watching better players, I recommend going elsewhere. I'm not very good. No, we do okay here, I suppose.
Dragon blood, Demacian heart.
I think it's important to play her out because I want her to see other dragon allies strike and then level up so that I can start generating removal spells with her.
You reach the peak or beyond.
I can't risk attacking with this, hey? Oh, too scared to play. You know what? This game has some great PvE modes, and even fighting against the AI is a great way to at least get familiar with the way cards work. So nothing wrong with that. So he could have another one of those buffs that stop this, that make this attack kind of iffy.
Look lively, soldier.
We could concerted strike some stuff. Also do this and then see what our opponent does.
Can you stomach this? A morsel of regret.
I'm just more of a gameplay lover. I went into this game not knowing anything about the lore of, yeah, just not knowing anything about the lore, and
Flavor and spice!
I was just watching someone else play. I thought the gameplay looked interesting, and yeah, it just went from there. Let's do this as just a blocker.
Time.
Eat up, friend!
Eat up, friend.
I smell fear.
So if he does have a buff, I'm trying to think, is there a world where we don't die to the buff? What is it? It's +3/+3, so he can make this a 10.
Come back later.
I suppose I could always react by concerted striking this big guy, so like that's fine.
Hope crystallizes.
Okay. So now we need the concerted strike. We're striking you with these two. However, the spell shield is going to protect it, so we need to pop the spell shield with this. And you can use the eye to see that this combat's going to work out exactly the way we want it. Whew. That's game.
Now I take to the sky!
Eyes bigger!
Burn all in dragon fire!
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, I mean, this game seems just like chock full of lore. I feel like I've learned a lot just by reading the card, flavor text and listening to the voice lines of the cards when they're played down. It's intrigued me enough to research a little bit more and look up some of the lore of individual characters and whatnot. And there's definitely a lot of interesting stuff, for sure. I think I like Dragon Chow on one. I think we want to get rid of these other two things. This is a mirror match, so I mean it's gonna be heavily draw dependent. I think if they lay down their Herald of Dragons before us and get like a turn 3 Shyvana or whatnot, we can be in trouble. Actually, this is a bad play because they could also play 3-2 Challenger and then we lose it.
Dragon fire.
I guess we can trade actually because of with this. Maybe that's fine. It's not a turn 2 Herald anyway.
The more we learn, the less we fear.
Yikes.
How soon Demacia forgets.
Right, yeah, I know. Yeah, and that's the other cool thing about this game. Like, the images are one thing, but then zooming in, it's, they just, visually speaking, they just did a fantastic job with this game.
More than culpable, filthy worm.
Okay, we really need a cheap dragon that we could play
Where were my
on our next
comrades?
turn. Really need a cheap dragon. I think we just take the 4 from Shyvana for sure. I think I want to get this guy down to 1. I think that's fine. Nothing. We don't have... Well... We have a 4-mana dragon in our deck in the form of Shyvana, so I guess we could try to find her. It's probably what we need to do. Okay, there we go.
I am more.
And more than culpable, filthy worm.
We might have a game It depends though, because they could have Hush in their deck, actually.
Agonizing, I know.
I imagine they're just gonna take 8 here. I think they need this to try to catch up.
There are none like me.
For example, they could single combat this, and then she would level. Yeah, she would level exactly. Then they attack with her, and get the whatever it's called, strafing strike. And unfortunately, we are going into our next turn.
Strike at their throat.
With only 6 mana, so we can't consider it strike and single combat. She has to see you cause 12 plus damage with dragons. So the reason she leveled in one turn there is because she struck the dragon troughs twice and grew from both of them. So she saw herself do 7 damage, and then I attacked for 8 for 20. We would rather the Shyvana not level up, of course. We might not be able to avoid that, however, because of... How big is she getting? She's becoming a 9/6. A 9/6. Am I supposed to try to concerted strike, or am I supposed to try to single combat? If I concerted strike, let's see. Sharp Sight doesn't save her. If they had single combat, I feel like they would have used it last turn to level up. So unless they top decked it, I don't think it matters. I think this is what we're supposed to try to do. I just hope that their hand is just a bunch of dragons. They found it, didn't they? Oh, no, they're digging for it, though. Okay, they didn't find it.
Burn all in dragon fire.
Now, had they found it, we still are in a pretty good spot because their Shyvana levels up but still dies. And then we can open attacks on our following turn to generate a removal spell, which kind of puts them under the gun because they can't then spend their mana playing units that turn. Although all we had in our hand was expensive things to do as well, so I mean, yeah, it would have been interesting. It would have been interesting from there, but with them missing on the single combat, I think, yeah, I don't blame them for conceding. Okay. If we find a Herald of Dragons, that would be quite good. The Soul's not a great draw, of course. Any 2-drop. Maybe I shouldn't have been... I shouldn't be so greedy. Any 2-drop will do, deck, please. Nothing. Okay. So... yeah, I guess we'll see. They didn't have a 1-mana play. They didn't have, like, the Urchin into Fearsome Rider attack me, so like that we got that going for us. Maybe their draw will be a little bit slow, and then we can set up on our turn. They could be debating killing this with like a Get Excited. Maybe not this turn, but maybe after they see, maybe after the next turn. I don't think they want me getting +2/+2 on Shyvana after we play this Ruined Dragon Guard. Opponent might be having connection problems.
Smoke, ash, and dragon fire.
We're not really in a position to play around anything, so we're just gonna throw this out. Okay, yeah, unfortunately our opponent seems to be having connection issues. We'll see if we can give them time to reconnect.
Nothing was saved.
Like, if I cared about winning, I would pass there, obviously, and burn 3 of their mana, but we're gonna give them a chance to reconnect. We'll pretend that they're actually playing this game and I'm trying to push 3 points of damage. They still have time, but I think if they run out, if their clock runs out again, I think they lose. Yeah, I don't care about my rank. Like, if I was like trying to get into Masters or something, maybe I'd care. And only if... Yeah, I just don't really care that much about my rank. I'm interested in playing meaningful games. Oh, I guess I could have ran out my clock there. Sorry, opponent. I just see the green button and I just, like, go immediately. It doesn't look like it mattered, though.
I am more.
Monsters with heart are still monsters.
Yeah, it happens. For the most part, I'd say this game is pretty good in terms of stability. I haven't had very many connection issues while playing this game.
Do not test my patience.
And usually, even if it does pick up, you can usually reconnect and get into the match, no problem.
None face a dragon and win.
I don't think I've ever heard that voice line before somehow. Oh, you know why? Because usually when you're winning the game with Shyvana on the field, she's leveled up. Any criticism about the game? I think my primary one right now is that I wish there were more competitive game modes. Because I'm not a big fan of best of one ladder. It's fine. It's just not. It's just something. I just would want like something else in addition. And I'm not really a limited player, so I'm not going to play expeditions. And I don't find like the pick ban, like gauntlets and whatnot, the tournament style for a game like this isn't super compelling to me either. I'm the type of person I really like to play a single deck and learn it and tweak it and whatnot. So I really like, you know, I'd love a best of 3 mode with like sideboarding or something like that. It's also because I'm a mid-range player, so mid-range decks tend to just be better in formats where you can sideboard between games because I mean, that's the whole point of mid-range decks. They can adapt. I can either
They're out there.
go more aggressive or go more
Safeguard our homes.
go more what are they doing that I don't want to block here? They could be playing Ice Shards, I suppose. There's a rare chance that they're playing that Archer that like deals 1. I'm assuming both of those things are not true, so we're just gonna go ahead and block.
Another day guarding the walls.
Lux Smash. Okay.
The fight just isn't the same without you, Anna.
I am always here when you need me.
So they could Frostbite and hit us with the Rying Fang Wolf on Shyvana, but we have Sharpsight here. So that's why I was happy to run her out. She'll see 5 damage. Fun. Oh, that's kind of interesting.
End them.
I think we start here. See what they do. Sadly, we're 1 away. We're 1 short from leveling her. Remembrance. Am I interested in hitting that with Concerted Strike? Oh, I don't know. I feel like I gotta save it for their Lux or their Ash or something like that. Probably more important. Question is, do I take this block? Probably not, because then they could play a combination of Sharp Sight plus Frostbite to make me sad.
Charge!
I think we actually do block,
Don't
though,
let them through!
so that we can turn Radiant Guardian on.
Another lost.
Virtue guides me.
Okay. That's Ash, I don't care. What do we think about trying to level up Shyvana? Before attacks. Probably not a good idea.
Careful.
The sun is shining. We should too.
They can't storm, you know, that
Banish the unworthy.
Ice Storm, what is it called? The one that double frostbites. I think we'll be able to kill Lux this turn. I guess if they have Sharp Sight, Frostbite like we talked about before, then that would change. Does it though? Because I could Concerted Strike. Okay. Yeah, so she gets double big, levels up, and then double big.
There are none like me.
Okay, sure, sorry. I got really into this match and I wasn't seeing your messages. Sure. I hope it's a joke in good taste, though. One, two, three, four, five, six.
Winter take you!
Alright, why did the snail ditch his shell? I'm shooting fast here. Yeah, I mean, he lost basically as much mana as we did.
There will be ash!
Ah, that's a good one. I like that one. I've never heard that one before. Solid. I don't know if it's gonna be the reason we win this game, but I'll credit you. At least you'll be at least partially responsible for this win. I'm saying it like the game's over. It feels over, but like they have a lot of cards in hand, they have a lot of mana.
There is nothing like that.
Ash plus Lux can do a lot. Actually, how far is Ash from leveling? They still need 3 Frostbites. Alright, fine. It almost feels like Entreat is interesting in their deck. I mean, both their champions are really good. You like drawing them. You're getting additional value off of spending the 2 mana because Lux, you know, sees you casting spells. as well try. They could have like another frostbite. I suppose. Sharp sight or dragon's clutch? Sharp sight.
From the skies!
Agonizing, I know.
Actually, I might want to use that as life gain. Or not as life gain, as a way to buff my unit. Okay, I'll burn 2 mana, that's fine. Darn. I feel like the way we lose this game is by prematurely playing a soul. So they're gonna double frostbite me.
All the world on one arrow.
Okay, so with that, they can't insta-level Lux anymore. Which means I can do this, and I think I'd rather actually +2/+2 the Screeching Dragon. I'd rather it get the additional hit because I want, oh, I guess all they need to do is just frostbite the other thing, huh?
I'm something of an aspiring trichologist.
Ooh. That's pretty good, actually.
A beacon in battle.
I don't really need this guy anymore, and I don't feel like I need to risk my dragon, so, like, let's just do this. Oh, I guess this is bad because if they do have that frostbite... Oh no, they're still 2 away from leveling Ash. She's dying anyway.
So cold.
I guess I can't kill, I guess I can't kill her if they have that frostbite, huh? Alright, she's the one with Challenger. They want to frostbite her anyway. Oh, you know... Oh yeah, I hear you.
Pushing my limits.
We might play him this turn. Oh no, we can't play him and remove Lux. That's fine. Do they have more frostbitey action? This is why Lux can get scary. Maybe I was supposed to go for it last turn. But if they had the frostbite, then we just had then we lose yet another way to take out. Oh, are they just... No, they're not quite dead. They had to do that. That's funny.
None escape.
Going to the light.
Alright, I'm assuming my Guardian's dying here. They have... Yeah. They can just kill the Guardian. Oh, I'm so dumb. I could have won by playing Dragon's Clutch. Whatever. It doesn't matter. We're so far ahead, they're losing anyway. Almost certainly. Oh, what to play, what to play.
How soon Demacia forgets.
Avarosa, guide me! I will unite the Freljord.
I'll just do this now.
Dragons have no remorse.
They possibly could have, you know, played the Crystal Arrow. No, wait, the Crystal Arrow only hits things with 3 defense or less, right? It's been a while since I played that card. Well, it's been a while since I played Ash. Yeah, I think that wasn't an alpha. Well, yes to those two. Probably want a single combat. To interact with their key cards, but maybe we don't need it this early. Maybe we could just look for Dragon's Chow. Maybe that's better. Maybe we're supposed to throw this away, look for Dragon's Chow, because any like 2-mana spell, like a single combat or Sharp Sight that we can draw in the meantime is probably fine. Yeah, I'm probably supposed to look for Dragon Chow there. Because this banking this one spell mana doesn't do anything. Our next few turns are pretty... Like, we're definitely going Herald of Dragons into Shyvana.
In range.
Shroud the world in wings!
Don't ask where it's from.
Shroud it.
How much?
Dragon blood, Demacian heart.
Let the blood boil, half-dragon.
Depending on what they found off of our deck, this could be annoying. Like, if they found a
Suffer
Sharp
my
Sight
fury.
into, like, Make It Rain, that could be annoying. Okay.
I'm not greedy. My friends, though.
Prove your worth, Zevros.
Okay. So they oh, they don't have it. Okay. Interesting. Ooh. By using that Challenger, we have 6 mana, so I could still play Sharp Sight plus single combat this turn if I want to. Okay.
Victory for Jarvan.
Maybe the cards they drew off of our deck stunk. Maybe they drew a couple Dragon Chows. Yeah, I don't know. They had more mana than us, I guess. I don't know. What was in their hand that they felt like our attack step was so bad? We didn't even get to show them that we were going to be able to challenge one of their things with Shyvana. For the record, I think I was challenging Crackshot Corsair with Shyvana, the Merchant with the other guy, just to reduce their abilities to... Anyway, it doesn't matter. Braum Teemo, huh? That's interesting. I think we're just looking for Shyvana to pair with the Herald of Dragons. It could have been, yeah, it could have been real life issues. Definitely a possibility. Braum Teemo discard. You have my attention, opponent. I guess we still play the Heralds? Oh, Poros. Derp. That's what he's playing. He's playing a Poros deck. Well, the Herald... Maybe it's the Egghead Researcher.
Dragons, such fascinating creatures.
Like, if they want to push 1 damage with this, they're losing their Urchin.
Come back later.
We don't have a guaranteed, like, turn 3 play with this anyway. Ooh. But now I can't play my turn 4 Screeching Dragon if I want a Dragon Lieutenant. How big of a deal is that? Getting rid of this before he buffs it could be a big deal. If he has Poro Snacks in hand already, though, it doesn't do anything.
Lieutenant, have you brought a specimen from the field?
We let you keep the egg. Be content with that.
Prepare for battle!
Does he have Sharp Sight? The thing about Poro Snacks is that he gets to buff these things anyway. Okay, Sharp Sight's a Sharp Sight. Yeah, there's the snacks. So... we can... buff and single combat with this guy to take out 2 of their things. We could also block the other thing, but if we do that, we won't get the trigger for our Radiant Guardian, so I think...
Bothersome.
That's what we're supposed to do. And I think I'll bank the 2 mana because of reasons. I mean, the Poros are scarier than the Teemo, I think.
Another lost.
I fight
Sorry,
for the
I will
fallen.
bank the 2 spell mana because a single combat or Sharp Sight off the being able to play that for free, I think, is worthwhile. But maybe that was a mistake because we'd have 2 less spell mana right now. We'd have a Herald of Dragons in play, and I could play out.
Let us get going!
2 things. Ooh, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Are we dead to that?
Do they still mourn? Do they even remember?
Shroud the world in wings!
Time for talking to. Good luck, have fun!
Good luck, have fun, he says. Alright, he could just do that. I'm dead exactly, so that means I don't actually have to give up my Herald. My Herald. We're going up to 7 mana next turn. Screeching Dragon, eat something.
Everything burns.
You're supposed to go down to 2. I guess technically we can die to the shrooms, right? play. The next dragon or celestial unit you play costs 2 less. Very close to being able to play both of these in the same turn. We needed 8 mana. Is it still right to play this? No, we need to challenge
The end of this
something.
world draws
Almost
near.
certainly.
Banish the unworthy!
Grab the elusive.
You are safe with Brom.
If I sharp sight, it means that he can't challenge this thing away, like down the line.
I know.
He's just probably gonna have that big old Poro Ball
Anything else?
card anyway. Dragon's Clutch probably not gonna do it. Heart of the Fluff, it's called, or something like that. Yeah. If it wasn't for, if we had a single combat for this Teemo, we would have been able to get him. We'd be in actually an okay spot, I think, right? Teemo dies. They get a bunch of 6/6s. Probably not. We're probably still dead. GG. Pretty good draws from our opponent there. We needed to dodge that one more turn. Yeah, they were at 0 cards in hand. They drew 2. One from the urchin, and then they had their draw step, and they found that card. Pretty much exactly what they needed. I'm sure they had a bunch of other stuff. Like if they had found an Aurora Borealis, we'd probably die as well. To that or Heart of the Fluff. I think we always keep Shyvana in our opener. And we're just hoping to find Heralds or Dragon Guard Elite or whatever it's called. Alright, that's not a bad pickup. Am I supposed to play that or am I supposed to play the... Ooh. That's kind of rough because it means if I play this, I can't play the Shyvana.
The more we learn, the less we fear.
That might win us the game at some point, but for now it's not doing much. Yeah, we can't realistically play this out and then play Shyvana, it's just gonna get eaten. But we don't have anything else to play on our turn.
What a specimen!
Guess it is what it is. Pushing 1 damage in there is bad. I should threaten the ability to play this other thing. Maybe that's not worth the card.
If it's made of sand, I can write it.
So this challenge is here, but we can get him with Sharp Sight. This would challenge this, and I can't do that. Actually, +2. Do we think he has combat? Like, what? I'm gonna try this. Alright, that gets bigger. Derp. Okay, never mind. That was definitely a bad play. I was thinking I could Sharp Sight and single combat to save the dragon, but now I don't have that option. I mean, I do have the option, but now he's not going to lose the Waste Walker in addition.
Oh dear!
My nose.
That thing's going to start getting really big, too, huh? So do I trade it off? Oh no, I don't have to trade it off. Still only has 5 attack. he have the combat trick now? He does. Fantastic. Man, that's rough. No matter what I play, I don't want to play the Radiant Guardian. If I pass, he's just gonna pass back, I'm pretty sure. I guess the Radiant Guardian still blocks this. He's going for it. He's going for it! So do I then... What do I want to play?
Smoke, ash, and dragon fire.
Oh yeah, sorry, that's an old link. I just... Normally people don't use that link, so I don't update it. Sorry about that. I could do that now though. Do I have a good luck deck? I don't know. I'm interested in seeing if the next deck we play is a good luck deck.
We wear red to honor the fallen.
Would you know them to see them again, Jerick?
What rank am I? Gold. So
Ready weapons!
is this a good trade, or should I try to whittle this down? No, I'm definitely a noob, for sure.
Virtue guides me.
I mean, the best I've ever done was Diamond, and then usually by that point I lose interest in ranking up. But that's, you know, that's where we're at. Oh, I don't know. I guess we play a Dragon Guard.
We wear red to honor the fallen.
Would you know them to see them again, Jerick?
Let's see what he does here.
History is whatever. I'll drag you out of there if I have to.
So now at this point, even if he passes back, I'm just okay with that because it means he's not getting a big attack in with all of his things. Okay, definitely want to just get rid of this overwhelmer. It's being very overwhelming. I guess we die to combat trick though.
I fight for the fallen. Strike for justice.
He could have a burst speed way of blowing up the minefield and denying us the life. Some of the life. Okay, I mean, that's pretty good.
You want a big boom? Then call this guy.
That is scary, though. What does he have? Challenger Impact, Quick Attack, Life Drain. No Spell Shield's nice, at least. He has Challengers. Do I want to play the Shyvana? I do... I don't care, because...
I am more.
Because I don't want him quick attacking these, I guess. I'd rather they gain the health.
Careful.
Oh, he has Scout, though. Scout and Challenger's pretty nasty. If he has a second one of those and it gets a really good set of keywords, we're definitely going to be in trouble. Okay.
Another flawless execution.
Oh right, this thing gains it even after after it comes into play, huh? Guess we'll pass for now, see what he does.
Boom, baby!
Yep. What do we think? We play the Aurelian Soul? Let's play it. I don't think we can win the game anyway. Even with it. Living Legends, probably not gonna do it because we're not gonna have enough power. Destroyer can help us get there, I suppose. Oh, we have this.
Have joined their cause if they not.
Alright, do they have a combat trick to pair one of their arsenals?
I see something!
Oh, that's elusive, okay.
You must be very important. Honestly, who loses with a space dragon on their side?
Sorry, Soul. I think we misplayed in the early game there. I kind of forgot what that Waste Walker did. And that might have cost us the game. Arsenal's just kind of a tough nut to crack, though, anyway. For the person who is interested, even though we're probably going to move on... we'll play another match with this deck. I'm enjoying it. It's pretty fun so far. I'll update the command. There's the deck code now for what we've been playing. All right, Frosty Feet. Take care. Have a good evening. Thanks for stopping by and chatting. Oh, because you are new here, I will let you know I do have a YouTube channel. The link to it is below the stream. You can check out all the past streams there if there's particular decks you're interested in seeing, because I break down all my all the videos are broken up by deck type. So every session we play is its own separate video on that YouTube channel. So this session with the dragons is going to be on there sometime later today, and the next deck we're going to play today will be as well. Let's go one more with this one. I'm going to take a quick break to refill on water, check on my laundry. It's Friday, that's what I do. And then we'll jump into the next deck. We did okay the first game, or the first time we faced this archetype. I think we have plenty of time to find a 3-drop or just more 2-drops to play on 3 as blockers. So I think I'm going to throw that back looking for something more impactful. Shyvana, Herald of Dragons. Dragon Guard Elite's not a bad consolation prize, so to speak. These things can block that fearsome unit at least, which is nice. I don't think I banked it one spell mana. He's trying to like get me by playing I think I'm fine with that. This is interesting. So if he plays that swarm that he draws... Oh, we don't have dragons here, hey, do we? But I'm still gonna play this out. Because depending on how good that's... If he doesn't have another lurker on top of his deck when that Snapjaw attacks, we can eat... Sorry, we can eat it anyway, but if he doesn't have a... I forgot this thing starts with 0 attack.
Ready weapons!
Wait, did we win? We did not win against the first Lurk deck, did we? No, we didn't. We lost miserably. What am I talking This is probably worth saving. If we win this, it's because our opponent got incredibly unlucky.
Shroud the world in wings!
Still no dragons to pair with our dragon payoffs. Honestly, I'm just gonna play this out. Maybe he's trying to like do something cheeky. I'm just gonna play this out and start pressuring.
Prepare for battle!
There we go. Right on time.
The end of this world draws near.
Big Bucks, he has a bunch of unplayable stuff in hand. No, that's very playable. Rek'Sai he put on top of the deck. This is still worthwhile trying to do this. Doesn't mean that this can't eat this then. Do we care? No, I don't.
As foretold!
He does have Bone Skewer, that's interesting. I could keep my thing alive. So this means he gets to re-vulnerable something. I mean, I can't not attack, right? That would just be silly.
Ready weapons!
Oh, I'm so dumb. I should have Dragon's Clutch. Oh, never mind. My math is just bad. We had to win anyway. I don't know why I thought that he would survive that attack. I have no idea why I thought he had enough health to survive there. I forgot that I'd got him really low to begin with. I don't know. Yeah, I think that's good enough. I think we'll end it on the high note. This deck felt pretty good today, actually. I have to admit, I played this a bit off stream before today. Pretty much right when the patch dropped, and it didn't impress me all that much. I think that's a Shania Twain song. Anyway, yeah, it was just okay. It had very good linear draws, you know, when you go like Dragon, Chow, Herald into Shyvana or something like Dragon, Chow, other 2-drop Ruined Dragon, Dragon Guard Shyvana, and then just start popping off with like all these Fury triggers, and you're leveling up Shyvana rapidly, then you're creating those strafing strikes, and those plus your other interaction like combat tricks means you're just like, she's never dying, your dragons are getting huge, and then you just finish them off with like a Dragon's Clutch, or maybe if the game goes long, your Aurelian Soul just like levels up basically instantly, and you're just burying them in Celestial card advantage. However, I felt that like a lot of the aggro decks were just running us down in a lot of those games, but today it felt reasonable. I mean, there were a lot of close ones. I feel like we had a lot of close losses against aggressive decks, but in a lot of other cases we were able to stabilize and turn the corner. I think the Radiant Guardians felt decent there. Still do think that the Star Shapings might be something to consider in their place if they start feeling like they're underperforming, because again, Star Shaping is if you feel like you're not going to get more than 4 health with this anyway, then the fact that you have to enable it means that maybe the Star Shapings, you know, just having that burst speed heal for is just better. Especially, again, if you feel like this is not striking more than once, then then it might not be that great. But because we have so many strike-based combat orders, or not orders, what are they called in this game? I play too many card games. They're just called spells. Spells, fast spells, or things like Sharp Sight to help keep them alive, keep her alive, and strike harder to gain back all that life, and can be very, very good. That said, yeah, could still see this being better though. I feel like Radiant Guardians it would be better if the aggro meta was more burn centric, because having repeatable healing effects just to like keep taking your life total past the point where they can burn you out, I think would make more sense. But maybe the one shot heal 4 is because it's about as good as you can hope for. Maybe that's good enough, because you know, things like Poppy and making big threats that you have to trade into, or a lurk like we just faced, like this thing's not going to attack or block more than once in a lot of situations, but maybe there is enough situations that she's worth getting. Enough rambling on about the Radiant Guarding. The reason why I'm doing that is because I think I like basically all the rest of the cards in the deck. This is just the only thing that I could see changing for something like this. With that in mind, maybe the Guiding Touch is another thing you'd consider changing the quantities of. Maybe maybe it's not 3 copies. Maybe you just like 2 and 1, something like this, or maybe that's where your 3rd copy of Radiant Guardian comes if you really like it. You could split like so. So those are kind of the flex slots I'm looking at right now for this deck. Everything else I think is pretty necessary in the format right now. All right, enough about that. That's dragons. If you like big scary dragons, then give this deck a shot. It's very fun. Siobhan is a fun champion. She's one of my favorites. Has been for a while. I think hers is probably still my favorite level up animation in the game. Next to maybe this guy. And this is another fun champion. Deck with a lot of fun champions crammed in there. Okay, we're going to take a quick break and then we're going to move on to the next deck. Hold on. I'll update the deck list for now, in the meantime. Right, that's the code. Yep, that looks right. Alright, we'll be right back. Oh, silly me. I didn't stop recording for the last deck.